Rihanna's halftime show at the Super Bowl. Would you like to guess what the next level of news or information is regarding Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show performance? Yes, Froggy. Of course, I'm talking about the Super Bowl and the NFL on Fox. All right, yes, Froggy.
How many complaints they got?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Survey says number one answer on the board. The number of complaints received thus far by the Federal Communications Commission regarding Rihanna's, I guess, her crotch grab and all that stuff.
And sniff.
Hey, why could Michael Jackson grab his crotch 97 times during a performance?
It was part of his act. I mean, it was something that you were just used to.
But Rihanna does it a couple of times, and people are filing complaints.
I think there's people just looking for a reason to complain about anything, though.
As of yesterday, the FCC had received 103 complaints for Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show being too sexual.
Okay, that's really low. Do you think that's a high number?
Well,
300 million people in the country and 103 complaints?
330 million people.
Whatever. How many people watch a Super Bowl?
This year they claimed, I think it was about 115 million watched the Super Bowl.
And 103 complaints? I'll take that.
Not bad.
Rihanna's halftime performance has generated complaints because of the sexual content. TMZ obtained the 103 complaints made to the Federal Communications Commission.
Yeah, that does sound low.
Regulating television and radio broadcasting and your wireless phone.
We got more complaints on our text line about it.
I mean, this morning show gets about 103 complaints a day.
We do.
Seriously. I mean, 103 is nothing.
So according to one viewer in California, they even compared Rihanna's halftime set to Kim Petras' Sam Smith performance at the Grammys. What was that?
Oh, was that unholy?
Okay.
Yeah, it's Sam Smith. And,
What happened there?
It was just people were saying that it had satanic undertones.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. Now I do.
Listen, you have for the people who are complaining, just 103 people, they're going to come up with the most ridiculous analogies.
One viewer in Utah
in Utah
wrote, "This year, the halftime show was so indecent, I had to turn off the TV because of the pornographic content."
Yes.
What?
That person actually had their complaint lodged and then had all 12 of their wives file a complaint.
People
so that's 13 complaints right there.
People were upset over the overtly sexual dancing.
What?
Okay.
I mean,
there was a lot of crotch gyrations and
so did Elvis. I mean,
it's 103 people. This is a non-story.
Listen, I'm just telling you the story. I'm not saying I didn't complain. I'm not going to complain.
I don't really like the crotch grabbing, but then when you put it in perspective of like Michael Jackson did it all the time. I mean, and I think too, if parents like children are watching the Super Bowl. Yes, I agree, but that's the time to say, kids, see what she just did. I don't ever want you to do that.
Apparently, most of the anger was at the backup dancers that were dressed up like the backup, the guys in the white outfits.
You couldn't even. They were just balls of white. You couldn't even see what they were doing.
Bunch of cotton balls.
They were gyrating, and people said that they were making gestures that were patently offensive and completely inappropriate for children.
Okay.
I didn't see that. I guess I was watching Rihanna the whole time. They all had clothes on. I do know that. Nobody was
I perform in front of 115 million people. I get 103 complaints. That's the best gift ever.
One viewer in Florida complained, quote, "These are actual complaints that were sent into the FCC." One viewer here in Florida wrote, "She spread her ass cheek at the crack.
Mm-hmm.
She rubbed her pants where her
right
was 3 times."
Yeah.
I'm just reading this. That's it.
Well, I actually enjoyed the inner butt grab.
MJ, I have a confession to make.
Yes.
That complaint was me. I lodged it. I did. I'm sorry. That was just over the line. I'm the guy in Florida who did that one. So.
All right. Now, there is a comparison to be made.
Yes.
So far, yes, for 115 million viewers and the Super Bowl for there only to be 103 complaints to date.
Gosh, if I didn't lodge my complaint, there'd only been 102.
That's pretty freaking low. Would you like to guess how many complaints were lodged after the Janet Jackson?
Nipplegate.
Yep, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl in 2004. Would you like to guess how many complaints were made there? Roxanne.
524.
No.
Specific.
No, but we keep going because no one went over. Fester, we'd like to guess how many complaints there were at the Janet Jackson halftime show with the nipple exposure.
5,024.
No, but we keep going.
Oh, wow.
Froggy, would you like to guess how many?
I'm going to go with $1, Bob.
Stop.
All right, I'm going to say
No.
7,000.
Okay, are we
Okay.
way off?
You guys are not even on the same planet.
Is it like 50,000?
You're not on the same planet.
Is it 100,000?
You're not on the
What?
same
Is
planet.
it 250,000?
You're not on the same
What?
planet.
Is it a million?
What?
You're. Oh, jeez.
Is it a million?
Now you went over.
Oh, is it 600,000 complaints? What's the number?
Tell us.
540,000 complaints
Oh, my God.
for Janet Jackson.
So I
And
was right with the 5 and the 4.
You were on the right track with the numbers, just you missing a couple of dozen zeros.
wow, how about that?